Okay, let us start today's session. So in today's session, we will be discussing about the different types of projects in SAP and the two methodologies to implement the SAP for our client's business. So let us first discuss the different types of SAP projects. So first one is the implementation project. So within the implementation project, we have two subtypes. First one is the greenfield implementation and another one is the brownfield implementation. Greenfield implementation means it is absolutely for the new company which has just started and is not using any sort of ERPs to manage their accounts and finance. Okay. That means it is implementing SAP for the first time and it doesn't have any legacy system. Legacy system means old ERP system. Okay. Let us talk about the brownfield implementation. Brownfield implementation means that the company is already operating in the market. It has its own legacy system, means old ERP is already there by which it is managing its accounts. Now it is planning to move into SAP for the first time in any one of the company of the group. When I say in any one company of the group, I meant to say that let's say a group of company, in a group of company there are 10 companies. Okay, so out of those 10 companies, if any one company which implements or which plans to implement the SAP for the first time, for that company itself it will be called as a brownfield implementation. So now we come to understand that the implementation project is of two types, greenfield and brownfield. Greenfield means SAP is implemented for the first time and there is no legacy system. Brownfield implementation this means there is a legacy system, the company is already operating with some older ERPs and now it has planned to move into SAP, and within the group of companies this is the first company for which the SAP is being implemented. Okay. Now talking about the next kind of project that is in the SAP world is rollout project. So in the rollout project what happens, it is a succession of the brownfield implementation. Okay, say out of 10 companies in a group of companies, first company has implemented SAP, it is running its business within SAP very well. Now the other 9 companies also plan to implement SAP one by one. So the way they plan to implement SAP one by one, that is the second company onwards until 10th company, for them the SAP implementation project would be called as a rollout project. Okay, I hope this is clear. Coming to the next type of project that we deal in SAP is upgrade project. So in upgrade project what happens, like in our mobile, okay, every year or every now and then we see that newer version of our softwares comes, right? Similar is the case with SAP. SAP keeps on upgrading their software, their ERP, year on year. So if the client prefers to use higher version of SAP comparison to lower version, so as a consultant we must convert their lower version of SAP into higher version. That is what we call as the upgrade version, upgrade project. Okay, now let us talk about the fourth kind of project in SAP, that is the support project. Support project is nothing but the AMC contract, maintenance contract. In this contract, in this project, what happens is the ERP is already in use by the companies. Their users regularly post the transactions and do the reporting from SAP. But during their normal course of business, there could be some scenarios or some issues during which they may face some issue, okay, face some errors, or they may not be able to understand some of the processes. So what they do is they raise the tickets to the support consultants, and the support consultants within the time frame provided to them, okay, based on the priority of the tickets that are raised, they will resolve that issue and reply back saying the issues is resolved, and then the user will perform their day-to-day activities. So this is what we call as the support project. So today we have learnt about different types of SAP projects that exist in the SAP world. We talked about implementation. Within implementation, we talked about greenfield, brownfield. We talked about rollout projects, upgrade projects, and support projects. I hope these types of projects are now clear to all of you. So I am stopping my session here today. We will continue into another session in next class. Okay, let us close it for today.